Hello everyone, I am Dr. Rimpi Foujdar, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Food Technology, Haldia Institute of Technology. Today I am going to give a lecture on attitude of successful entrepreneurs. What are the attitudes actually needed for successful entrepreneurs? Today I am going to discuss here. So before going to discuss that, first of all, we need to understand that what is the basic definition of attitude. Attitude refers to a person, mindset or outlook towards a situation. That mindsets which might be positive or negative. So people sometimes show positive attitude or sometimes it's so negative attitude. This attitude basically varies depending upon the different situations. So this can be vary on a person's goal, one's motivation factors, skills, self-belief, economic status, and opportunity. So these are the actually different situations you can say that where the person's attitude is varied. Here I have given some example as a statement, and this statement actually reflects whether it is positive attitude or negative attitude. So first statement that is, I have been trying very hard, but I still always have to face failure. So this is actually comes under the negative attitude. So some stories in second statement, just see, some stories and works really inspire me to perform better. So it is actually comes under the positive attitude. Third statement, that is, I am tired of getting criticism for my ideas. It comes under the negative attitude. Fourth one is, this work is boring and nonsensical. That means negative attitude. Fifth one, I think I gave my best, but I think there are some areas where I need to improve. It is actually positive attitude. I want to continuously keep learning about different fields and industry. It is positive attitude. So these are the actually example of some statements, whether it reflects whether it is positive attitude or negative attitude. That means it is reflects the mindset. Further, the entrepreneurial attitude. So what are the attitudes? Entrepreneurial attitude means what are the attitudes needs for a successful entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurs, these are some are here we are going to discuss. One is the first one is the use imaginations. It is very important attitude because without imaginations you cannot create some novel things. So using imaginations and creativity, you that provides actually structure to entrepreneurs. And imaginations, basically you need to think out of the box. You need to consider some alternatives, try unconventional ways to do things, and continuously improvise and iterate. So this imaginations is very necessary for a successful entrepreneurship. Another attitude is take moderate risk. Okay, so if we this actually risk takers is one of the most important characteristics of entrepreneurships. And when I am going to compare with this attitude and characteristics, this is basically attitude and characteristics describes the aspects of a person. Attitude refers to a person mindset or outlook towards the situations which can change depending on the context, while characteristics are the inherent. In simply, we can say that attitude is a temporary feeling, whereas characteristics are more permanent. So these are basically the entrepreneurial attitudes and difference between the entrepreneurial attitudes and characteristics. And one of the important characteristics it considered, that is the risk takers. These risk takers are further classified as conservative risk takers, moderate risk takers, and high risk takers. So what is actually meaning of conservative risk takers? So conservative risk takers are those who prefers low risk investment. And in case of the moderate risk takers, moderate risk takers are those entrepreneurs who are often characterized as willing to assume a moderate amount of risk in business. In simply, if you can say that moderate risk takers are those who balance the risk of an investment with the potential, you can say, return, and they may take on some risk, but they also willing to accept a certain amount of loss. So this is actually considered as a moderate risk takers, and that is actually important attitude for a entrepreneurship, because when you are starting your business, it is very necessary. It is actually, there is a certain risk and you need to consider it. Another is the high risk takers. High risk takers are those people who doesn't actually, who not even not scared of the potential of losing anything. That is actually gambling, you can say. So high risk takers actually not considered as a positive attitude for the entrepreneurship. And so this is, if in simply we can say, for the entrepreneurial attitude, it is moderate risk takers are uh, actually positive, considered as a positive attitude. Another is the look for economic opportunities. So here, actually, entrepreneurship is a dynamic process, and the trends in industries and business keep changing time to time. In different situations, the entrepreneurs can feel uncomfortable when implementing a need change in people, technology, product, mission, etc. So for that situation, to overcome those situations, the entrepreneurs has to step out of his or her comfort zone and focus on pursuing and trying different economic opportunities. And it should be continuous. So entrepreneurship should be actually focus, entrepreneurs should be look for economic opportunities continuously. Another is the enjoy freedom of decision making and action. It is obvious that entrepreneurs is actually only one who is the owner of his business. And with if entrepreneur does not decide to take a particular action, the action will never happen. So entrepreneurs have to decide to do something and then do that. This is the logical process and how they can take action. Because without the decision by the, without given the decision by the entrepreneurs, the action never will happen. So entrepreneurs should take decision, and that decision, by making that decision, should they feel enjoy also. So another attitude is analyze situations and plan actions. Analyze situations and plan actions are very important in the sense of successful, in the sense of success. So part of having an entrepreneurial attitude is to assess and analyze situations, understand different challenges as per given the situations, and the plan action steps accordingly. Then entrepreneurs must not be afraid to plan and take real actions. Planning and executing actions are something that can lead to successful and timely business activity. And therefore, it is very important that the situation should be analyzed carefully, and time to time the plan of action should be carried out. So as per that, the action of plans should be in 6 steps. In first step, that is the SWOT analysis. The full form of SWOT, that is strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. So when you are going to start something, so you need to know about your starters, that what are their strengths, what are their weakness, and what are their opportunities and threats. Uh, Another is the second step in the action plan, that is market analysis. Market analysis is one of the important, you can say, step. You need to assess properly the external environment which can affect your product, or you can say your startup business. Third one is the goals. You have to set certain goals in detail with the SMART method. This SMART method is what I'm going to discuss in later, or you can say next slide. Fourth one is the table. So everything on your, you can say, action or plans should be in concise way in a table or either in graph. So it actually very easily the peoples can understand. Investors are get interest, take interest about your startups. So that is one of the fourth action of plan. And fifth action of plan, that is the alignment. You need to align your employees and contractors with your action plan. Sixth one is the measurement. Obviously, you must monitor progress regularly so that you can identify potential problems or hurdles, or you can say different opportunities for time to time improvement. So this is the actually smart method. Smart actually as for specific, and for measurable, A for attainable, R for relevant, R for relevant, T for time based. So S actually your goal should be set on the basis of this uh, point. Your goal should be specific and clear. You should define the measurable assets, confirm your goals, whether it is attainable or not, verify your goals which are relevant or not, and for all the bases, the plan of action should be time based, because time is very important, and set up a time based plan. So these are the this is basically the smart method, which sets as per smart method we can set the goals. Another important attitude, that is be able to deal with fear. Obvious, it is a truth that no one can live without experiencing fear. So this is actually truth. So knowing this truth will enable you deal with different fears. So what are those fears for an entrepreneurs? Fear and entrepreneurs are such as repaying a loan, launching a new product, losing employees. So these are all fears, and they can create the pressure in the mind of entrepreneurs. So it is very important for an entrepreneur to overcome those fears and take the leap. Another important attitude which is needed for a successful entrepreneurs, that is clarity of purpose. So when an entrepreneur has clarity of purpose, he or she will always have the confidence to execute. So your purpose should be clear. Without clarity of purpose, you cannot actually inspire any staff or potential clients or even vendors. So one of the, you can say, key or to success is clarity of purpose, that actually help that actually give a confidence to those entrepreneurs to execute the actually entrepreneurship properly towards the success. Another attitude is the believe the change you want to bring. So self-belief and you can say faith, that is very important part of an entrepreneurial attitude. This is because getting bogged down by things can come suddenly to the entrepreneur. So it is very important for one to believe on his own actually entrepreneurship. You can say in own self, in one's visions, in one's company, in one's people. So if you believe that, that will come, that confidence helps to keep employees, holders, customers, suppliers, and also investors. That is actually comes under the stakeholders believe in your business and its mission as well. So it is very important that you self belief and faith is very important attitude. Another attitude is that is be passionate. Passion is another important, very important attitude, because not only for entrepreneurship but also for in every aspect of your careers, passion is very important. So passion is key for entrepreneurial success, because one cannot deal with frustrating situations or overcome challenges. Every times in the entrepreneurships might be sometimes financial loss, sometimes employee loss. These are the situations which actually causes the frustrating situation, and you should overcome those challenges. So that actually, if you are passionate about that, so that will help to overcome those to come overcome those frustrating situations. So if one does not feel passionate about the business, they cannot actually get out those frustrating situations. So this also helps to persuade others to stay motivated also. Most successful entrepreneurs feel passionate about their ideas, daily tasks, creations, and goals. If we can check the different successful entrepreneurs, if it is Tata Ratan, you can say, so they are all actually passionate about their ideas, about their daily tasks, creations, and goals. So passion is one of the important attitude for a successful entrepreneurship. Another attitude is a be flexible. Already, I have said that entrepreneurship is a dynamic process. So, sudden adversities, changes, and hurdles, they are a part of entrepreneurial journey. So, an entrepreneur has to maintain a positive attitudes, in the actually be open and flexible to those uncertainty and adversity. An entrepreneur must be able to make a relevant changes and act quickly during those unexpected situations, which might be that is either in term of technological changes or sometimes might be product changes. You should be flexible. So entrepreneurs should be flexible about that. Another attitude is do not be egoistic. So ego is one of the, you can say, here negative attitude, and the successful entrepreneurs should actually they actually keep away the those ego and egoistic uh, characteristic. Okay, keeping one's ego under control when it comes to managing employees, building partnerships, and taking advice is very important, because it is not necessary to impress others every time, but one must be open to sharing out new suggestions and ideas, even they don't make sense in the first go. First of all, you should listen about those ideas. So here it is actually the attitude is do not be egoistic for the for the successful entrepreneurs. Another attitude is a strong work ethic. So work ethic is a set of moral principles an entrepreneur uses in their work. So a strong work ethic helps to produce a very high quality of work consistently, and the output motivates them to stay on track. A strong work ethic also actually helps to actually motivate the employee also. So maintaining a strong work ethic is very important. What are those? Those are set goals and priorities, be organized, communicate effectively, be proactive, adopt a positive attitude. So these are the actually basic strong work ethic which comes under the entrepreneurial attitude. So in simply we can say that in a conclusion that an entrepreneurial attitude is a mindset that involves being willing to take risk, identifying opportunities, and having the ability to recognize new activities. Today we have discussed various attitudes, and these are very important for a successful entrepreneurship. Thank you.